Mr. Ware has something open, but it hasn't been filed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's a drug case. It hasn't been filed. And I wonder if it's really possession of PvP. It says cocaine, but it could be PvP just because they couldn't test it for PvP, so they tested for cocaine. They charged for cocaine.
All right, Crystal Halsley.
North Broward.
Crystal Halsley.
Judge, I'm not going to argue probable cause. Fossil absolved with the law of public defender.
North Broward.
I'm not arguing probable cause. What I am asking the court to take note of is that the officer did observe some injuries on her, albeit he says he doesn't know how she got it. But I would ask the court to take that into consideration and asking for a low bond based on her financial circumstances, possibly pretrial release or RR, if she doesn't have an extensive criminal history.
Yeah, Your Honor, only prior C is a 2009 possession of marijuana. Based on the allegations, I was just going to be requesting a $1,500 bond and no victim contact.
Ma'am, the state is requesting a $1,500 bond. Is that a bond you can afford?
I'm sure I can work it out.
Okay, there possibly, usually in domestic violence cases, there's no contact orders. Can you stay at a place other than your boyfriend at this time?
I have no choice. I'm not going back there. I'm not going to be beat and then put in jail. Like, this is ridiculous.
All right, Judge. She's saying she can afford a $1,500 bond, and I would ask for $1,000, but just based on.
I didn't know that I could request a different amount, but if I could request a reduced amount, that would be great.
Okay.
I'm not really sure of that.
I'm asking the judge to reduce it. The state requires $1,500. I would ask, would the court consider ROR if she doesn't have priors? I don't know if, Eric, does she have priors?
She has a prior possession of marijuana, Your Honor. I'm recommending a $1,500. I believe it's appropriate based on the alleged injuries suffered by the victim, Your Honor.
Identifying probable cause. There is no contact with the alleged victim in the case. Ms. Hall-Paisley, you understand that? Directly or indirectly?
Yes, sir.
And I said bond
Yes,
amount
sir.
of $1,000.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Kalia Shondez, where?
Mrs. Ware.
North Broward.
That's where what, ma'am, your name is?
Mrs. Ware.
All right. Any objection to probable cause? Find probable cause for battery on a person over 65. What is the state's position?
Your Honor, right now, Ms. Ware is has a pending possession of cocaine. Now, it's been over a month since the arrest, and the state has not made a filing decision. So I understand if the court's not inclined to revoke the bond on that case, I just think it's an aggravating factor. She's also had possession of cocaine charges in 2013, another in 2013, a theft 2011, burglary conveyance 07, cocaine 06, and she was arrested for aggravated battery in 06. That was dropped. Based on her record and the age of the alleged victim in this case, Your Honor, I'd be asking for a $7,500 bond, no victim contact.
Judge, she hasn't been convicted of any violent priors. I know the state mentioned an arrest in 2006, but that case was dropped. May I briefly inquire, Judge, of the Ms. Ware? Ms. Ware, do you have any money in the bank? Who's going to help bond you out?
No, my money was in my grandmother's name. It's all gone, and my grandmother alive. I didn't put my hands on her.
No, do not talk about the facts of the case. I'm just trying to ask the judge.
I'm hiding more money.
How much can you afford? How much bond could you?
I don't have anything right now.
Judge, any bond would be tantamount to no bond for her, just based on,
Serious allegations.
Yes.
Michelle, her 86-year-old grandmother, after a brief little altercation in her body and her arms. The allegations are true. Pushing the 86-year-old to basically seriously hurting her. I've already found probable cause. No contact with the victim.
I stay with the victim.
Well, you can't have any contact with her. And I'll set bond the amount of $5,000. Good luck.
Judge, would the court, in the abundance, would sign an order for a mental health or med screen? Just,
Injection state.
No, Judge.
thank you.
Ms. Lawrence, let me know when you're ready. Jerome Moreland. Jerome Moreland.
North Broward. North Broward, John.
North Broward. Jerome Moreland.
Yes, sir.
That's you? All right. And the argument on probable cause. Defense.
No, Judge.
Find probable cause for misdemeanor battery. State's position.
Your Honor, in 2010, Mr. Moreland was convicted of strong-arm robbery and sentenced to 4-year state prison.
Since then, I've been clean.
Our office had contact with the alleged victim who informed us that she believes Mr. Moreland has anger management issues. Based on his prior record and the level of violence alleged, I'd be requesting a $3,500 bond, no victim contact.
May I just ask him 2 questions, Judge, in terms of bond? Sir, can you afford a $3,500 bond?
No, sir.
How much money do you have in the bank?
No money, man. I take care of kids that's not even mine. I can
No, don't talk about what happened. I'm just trying to figure out a reasonable bond, and the judge is asking me what I recommend. I'm trying to get that from based on your finances. You got anybody to help bond you out, and how much could they afford?
Oh, man, I'm going through surgery right now. I just went through surgery a couple weeks ago. And I just paid all these hospital bills.
What city do you live in?
Lauderhill, Florida.
How long you been living there?
I've been staying there my whole life, sir.
Okay. Are you currently working?
No, sir. I'm on bed rest. I got one leg.
Okay. Who lives there with you at your place?
My mom.
Okay. Judge, will the court consider pre-trial release? He seems, based on his test, what he stated, that he's on crutches. It seems like he has an injury which requires surgery. He can't afford a $3,500 bond. Will the court consider some form of pre-trial release? The court can monitor him on pre-trial release. Okay.
Circumstances, I said bond. The amount of $2,500, no contact with the alleged victim in the case. I found probable cause. Good luck to you, Mr. Moreland.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and I have the offers from the city. No, they've sent me the offers.
Who do you have?
Julie Lampley.
Julie Lampley. I'm sorry, did it say North Broward or? Julie Lampley? Is there a Julie Lampley there?
North Broward.
That's where I was. There she is. Ma'am, your name is?
Julie Lampley.
How are you?
All right, and yourself?
I'm happy to be here. I'll talk about, actually don't say anything. I'm going to, this is a municipal ordinance.
Yes, Your Honor.
Appoint Mr. Lawrence to represent her. It says KPS $500 bond.
Yes, and the city has offered a withholding court costs in her particular case. And Judge, I would recommend that she accept that offer so that it wouldn't result in her loss of her driver's license, and she could get out of jail today if she accepted that offer.
Ms. Lampley, you want that?
Yes, sure.
All right.
Yes.
Raise your right hand. You swear affirm testimony about to give us the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
State your name.
Julie Lampley.
How old are you?
34.
And How far did you go in school?
I completed school.
All right. You understand that you're entitled to have a trial in this matter. Put your hand down.
Okay.
You're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an attorney. Mr. McCollum is going to represent you. You're entitled to a whole host of rights related to the jury trial. It's, is there a button to go off the record or on the record?
You hit sidebar.
System.
So serious.
Ms. Lampley, is that what you want to do? Give up your right to have a trial in this matter and get a withholding court cost?
Yes.
You're doing this freely and voluntarily?
Voluntarily, yes.
How about freely?
Pardon?
Oh, freely. Freely is very
I'm
close
doing
to...
on my own free will. I'm doing it because I choose to. Yes.
And nobody promised you anything or threatened you in any way?
No.
This time you admit you plead no contest to charge?
Possession of a controlled substance.
Possession of a controlled substance, is that a misdemeanor?
It's a municipal ordinance violation.
And a municipal ordinance violation? You plead no contest?
Yes.
I'll accept the no contest plea in case number 50. No, that's the warrant. Okay.
It's 15238 MO 108.
In that case, any reason why I cannot impose sentence?
No, Judge.
Withholding court costs. Good luck to you, Ms. Lampley.
Thank you.
Who else you got?
We have Roy Thompson, but I believe he was taken care of in the morning docket.
Madam Clerk, is it tonight? Because I don't have any paperwork on him.
I'll check. Yeah, I think it was.
Roy Thompson?
He was ROR'd this morning.
Okay. And then we have Dennis Williams. He's in the main jail.
Dennis Williams.
He's in the wheelchair. He's all the way in the back.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
It's an adjudication court cost. I've already discussed that with him, and he was willing to accept that.
All right. Sir, can I get your name, please?
Dennis Williams.
Speak up.
Mr.
Dennis Williams.
You're
Yes,
charged
sir.
with an alcohol beverage violation. The prosecution's offering you adjudication in time served. Did you want to do that?
Yes, sir.
And are you doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way?
Very private.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to...
no, sir. No, sir.
This time to the charge of alcohol beverage violation. Do you plead no contest? Pleading no contest?
Oh, no contest. Yes, sir.
All right, I'll accept your no contest plea in case number 15, 546-6300 MO108. And any reason why I cannot post sentence?
No, Your Honor.
Adjudication and time served. Good luck to you, Mr. Williams.
All right, thanks, sir.
Judge, while we're in the main jail, there's also Fritz Walter, and he's got a possession of open container.
Come on up, sir.
Right, he's got the state case, which is a trespass, but I believe the public defender represents him.
Judge, with the court.
You want me also, Mr. Williams, if I didn't officially point you, I'll point to McMullen's on Mr. Williams' case. On Mr. Walter's case, open container.
But there's no offer from the city on that case. I was letting the court know that he does have a misdemeanor that I guess if you appoint a public defender, they represent him on the misdemeanor case that he has, a misdemeanor trespass.
Do you want me to appoint them?
Yes, Judge.
I'll point out the public defender represent Mr. Fritz Walter on his trespass case and the argument trespass at
I don't have an argument as to probable cause, Judge, but I know Mr. Walter would like to resolve his case, if the court is so inclined.
He does have the attendance municipal ordinance possession of open container, Judge, and I've discussed that with him, and like Mr. Faisal just said, he does want to resolve both of cases if the court is so inclined.
This is Mr. Walter's 5th arrest in the past month. My offer is 20 days.
Judge, I would ask for low sentence. I understand it's his 5th arrest, but it is a nonviolent crime. There was nobody harmed as a result. I would ask if the court would consider time served on both the state case.
Mr. Walter.
Your Honor, I'd like to resolve it.
Ms. Miller.
Yeah.
Hi, Judge Robola.
Miller, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Judge?
I miss you.
I'm gonna come and see you.
Why don't you come back to my division?
I'm pushing for it.
You did a great job while you were there. Anyway,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Walter, what do I got to do to get you to stop going over to that 7-Eleven?
Try to go to get something to eat later on, and if they give me the
have an open
food.
container there, and you can't trespass. They've already trespassed you from there.
Oh, I won't go back.
I'm a nice judge.
I won't go back there.
Listen to me. I'm a nice judge. Cut your break. I gotta tell you, you go back there next time, you may not get a nice judge, and they may give you the 20 days that state's asking for.
I understand.
I don't think you do, but we'll give it a shot. Is that what you want to do? Plead open to the court?
Yeah, no contest.
That's what I was going to let you do. Let's listen to my questions. Is that what you want to do? Plead open to the court?
He's saying, do you want to plead open to the court? You have to answer yes or no.
Yeah, I'd like to resolve it.
Well, you
Yes.
can plead with the state. They're asking for 20 days.
No, I want to plead open to the court.
That's what I thought. And you're doing this freely and voluntarily.
Yes, sir.
Anybody
Yes,
promise
sir.
you anything or threaten you in any way?
No.
This time to the charges of trespass. Is that a first or second degree?
It's a first degree.
First degree misdemeanor. An open container of alcohol. Do you plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept no contest plea. Are they two separate case numbers?
Yes, they will be.
Yes.
Can you get the MO case number?
They haven't been assigned.
Case number yet. I put the arrest number on the order, Judge.
On that case and on case number. What's your case number?
Neither one of them are.
I have an arrest number to.
Because of when they were booked.
Madam Clerk, you go by arrest number. And those two arrest number cases, adjudication and time served. Remember what I told you. Next time it may not be me. It probably won't be me. And they might give you 20 days or more. So stay away from there.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yes, Judge. These are not on the docket, but they may be on the second look docket. There's an Andre Vegas. I know he's not in the main jail, but I'm not sure if he's where he is.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Andre Vegas.
Yes.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Spanish interpreter
Yes.
present, Your Honor.
Spanish interpreter present. Madam Spanish interpreter, raise your right hand. Do you swear that you will translate from English to Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I don't think he needs a Spanish interpreter.
I don't think he needs.
She's here on another case that I was. She's here on another case.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, wrong.
I'll wait.
You need a Spanish interpreter there, Andre Vegas?
No. No.
I don't. My apologies. I didn't mean that as an insult.
Thank you.
What do we got?
Somebody's messing around. I tell you.
Your name can be interpreted as Spanish.
Sure.
Yeah.
Andre Vegas.
Judge,
Yeah.
But anyway.
He has a state case too, 15007130 MM10A. I would ask the court to time serve him.
Hey.
I have no objection, Your Honor.
All right. Is that what you want to do, Mr. Vegas?
Yes.
What's the charge in that case?
The state case is trespass after warning.
And what's the charge in your case, Mr. McMahon?
I believe it's a trespass as well.
You got two trespass charges, Mr. Vegas. One is a municipal ordinance, and one is state trespass after warning. Did you want to plead to those two cases?
Yes.
I'm going to give you credit for time served. You've been in here 7 days?
Yes.
And you're doing this freely, voluntarily. Oh, wait, raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm testimony about
Yes.
to give the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? That's all right.
Yes.
That's good if you can't raise the right. All right. Nobody promised you anything or threatened you in any way
No.
to get you to plead? You're doing it freely. You're pleading freely and voluntarily.
Yes.
At this time, to the two charges, with one case trespass with the municipal ordinance and one case trespass the state case, you plead no contest.
Yes.
I'll accept your no contest plea in those two cases. Any reason why I cannot post sentence? All right. Adjudication and time served, both cases. Good luck in that 7 days.
And
Thank you.
If you could just advise Mr. Vegas to stay away from the Speedway gas station in Oakland Park,
You
please.
familiar with a Speedway gas station in Oakland
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
If you go there again, you know what's going to happen? You're going to get arrested.
I
You're
know.
going to spend another...
Hey, but I was drinking water.
Dude, that
So you're not supposed to be there, so stay away from it.
All right.
Good luck to you. Is that adjudication time, sir?
Yeah, that's
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's what I thought you said.
yes.
That's what I did say.
Judge, last but not least is Miss Antoine Jones.
I didn't see that. You got, have yours here. Did we, Lloyd Bellamy's not yours?
Jones is North Broward, John.
Does she have an Emma case too? 'Cause I just see her here on the state case.
Oh, that's Hollywood, I'm sorry. Forget, who does Hollywood?
Yeah, Bellamy's Hollywood.
That's yours? Bellamy and Caruso are yours, Mr. What's your last one, Mr. McClellan?
Antoine Jones. I'm not sure if I heard the MO case?
North Broward, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. We'll pass on your case for now, Ms. Jones, all right? Mr. Shake.
Thank you, Judge.
Kevin Caruso.
Judge, the City of Hollywood, Stephen Shade on behalf of Mr. Caruso as the defense. I spoke with the City of Hollywood. If I'm not mistaken, I think he said Mr. Caruso has had 78 arrests in the last 5 years, 15 this year. Or, I'm sorry, 11 this year. He had offered 20 days.
Caruso, one thing?
5 months.
Oh, that is really short.
Kevin Caruso.
That was really
Kevin
short.
Caruso.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, listen to your attorney.
How are you, Mr. Caruso?
How you doing?
Stephen Shake to represent you. Done with the offer.
Judge, like I said, the City of Hollywood was offering 20 days in jail. They had informed me that he has 11 arrests this year and I think 70 plus since 2010.
Caruso, you want 20 days in Broward County Jail?
Not really, Your Honor. I just started a job this week, and it really messed me up. If I could fix this in any other way, maybe pay a fine or something, I could do it. But since I've been homeless and I ain't got no work, I finally got some work, and I really don't want to lose this job.
Where are you working?
I wouldn't be out in the streets panhandling no more.
Mr. Caruso, where's your job?
I'm sorry?
Where is your job?
Who's my judge?
Where is your job? Your new
Oh,
job?
my job? It's Diane and Dwight's Tree Service. It's at Fort Lauderdale.
All right, Mr. Caruso, anything further? Your bond is $1,000 on your 3 cases that you have. Does this have a judge assigned to it?
I don't know as of yet, Judge. I would assume so because I think there's a couple cases on the first couple.
There's 3 cases on his 3 cases. Bond is $100 on each one of his cases. And do we give him a date here? You have to reset it.
I'll get it set in front of the division judge. Thank you, Judge.
I'm new to this.
That's okay. Doing a good job.
For another 6 months.
Are you going to be doing
Actually, I should say that. I'm just believing I'm just here to be a team player.
What they doing?
Lloyd Bellamy. That's yours, right?
Yes, Judge. Stephen Shade on behalf of Mr. Bellamy. Judge, it was...
North Broward. Yeah, you're done. Go outside.
Your name is?
Mike Bellamy.
Where's he at?
North Broward.
Almost looked like Mr. Bellamy, but not quite. Mr. Bellamy has some Facebook. Tell me about that one, Mr. Shake.
Judge, we didn't see this name. I don't think Mr. Laney, the city prosecutor for the city of Hollywood, was aware of Mr. Bellamy on the docket. So that maybe Mr. Linder can look up how many arrests he has. Or
let's see. Bellamy.
Oh.
Okay.
Judge, from my looking, it looks as he's probably hangs out with Mr. Caruso.
No, I don't.
No, just numbers-wise, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, as far as state charges in Broward,
no, he probably
trespass last year, trespass 2013, a battery 2010, 99 burg dwelling with a battery, aggravated battery, and battery.
Yeah, Judge, I don't see anything for 2015, and this is 2014. I'd ask that it be time served.
I don't want to do anything without the Hollywood not notice of this.
Judge, I don't think it appeared on there. I can give him a quick call if you'd like.
Do that.
Okay.
I don't want them to later on come say, "Oh, wait a minute, you never checked with us."
That's fine, Judge. I'll give him a call right now. Thank you.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Madam Spanish interpreter, who do you have?
I was not given a name, Your Honor, just to cover
Tracy, you know where the deputy called
Spanish-speaking
from?
defendants.
Oh, okay.
Conti, Your Honor. Okay, Conti. At the Conti facility, the deputy just made a phone call from
Roll
Conti.
from Conti.
Joel Rosa on the second docket.
In the second look case, Judge.
What do you guys need? What do you get? Yes. Have to sign some paper.
Your Honor, I prepared a sua sponte order.
Conti.
All right. John Watts. John Watts.
Main jail?
I don't know if it's a battery. He has 2 trafficking charges, and when he came in,
John Watts?
held him around.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any argument on probable cause? I'll find probable cause for violating domestic violence infraction.
Your Honor.
State.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm going to be asking for a $10,000 bond, pretrial release, GPS monitor, no victim contact. Your Honor, I reviewed the petition that Ms. Kaneda filed in seeking the injunction, and in it, she states from June 21st of this year, my son John Watts was on drugs called Flocka, threatened to harm me and his girlfriend of 7 years. He said he would burn my house down and argue with my fiance, Ernest Balkman, who's also mentioned in the report, and almost came to blows fighting with him. He picked up my love seat and started to pick it up several times. His girlfriend walked over and said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Shut up," and following not so nice language. "Before I F you up," I got into it with him, and he threatened me too. He said he's going to beat my ass and kill me and my fiance.
All right. What's Miller? Fantastic.
Judge, I'll defer to Ms. Miller.
Your Honor, we'd ask if the court would consider posting a bond of $100. At this time, he is unable to afford a substantial monetary bond. He has been in South Florida all of his life. All of his family does live here. He has 6 children who also live here. And in the case that's referenced for what he's actually charged with, Your Honor, all the police report indicates there's no violence. All the police report indicates that he was knocking on the door. There was no such violence that took place or happened or in this instance. So we are asking, $10,000 for a violation of injunction is, I would like to say, absurd.
I would also note, Your Honor, that it also alleges that Mr. Watts fled upon the officer's arrival or deputy's arrival. Who knows what could have happened if the deputy didn't get there when he did?
And I asked that the court not consider that. He wasn't charged with resisting or anything like that. So it seems that he left before the officers were there. I'm sure they would have charged him with resisting had the officers told him to stop and he fled.
Mr. Watts needs to understand that he's not allowed to go anywhere near that house. You know, a set bonding amount of $2,500 with a pretrial release and an electronic monitor. No contact whatsoever with the alleged victims in the case. You understand that, Mr. Watts?
Yes, sir.
That's directly or indirectly. No text, no Facebook, no third person, no contact directly. Yes. Yes, no work.
Judge,
all right, good luck to you, Mr. Watts.
Your Honor.
Judge, back on Mr. Bellamy, I spoke with not only the city of Hollywood, but the city of Fort Lauderdale responded as well. And they both offered time served.
All right. He was in main jail?
That's my personal opinion.
I don't remember. I think he had a different background. No, he was not in main jail.
Lloyd Bellamy?
There he is.
That's most probably.
You're Mr. Bellamy?
Yes, sir.
Does he have two cases or just one?
I think it's just one, Judge.
You got one case. The charge is...
Open container.
Open container. The city is offering you adjudication and time served. You want that?
Yes, sir.
Currently, you're doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I am.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to plead?
No, they didn't.
The open container charge at this time, do you plead no contest?
Yes, I do.
I'll accept your no contest plea in case 14-1598MO40A. Any reason why I cannot impose sentence?
No, Judge, none at all.
Adjudication and time served. Good luck to you, Mr. Bellamy.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Did I sign that? Do I have to sign that? Adam, Spanish interpreter, was that the woman with Ms. Miller?
No, Rosa, I believe.
he's on the second look docket. He's at the Conti facility.
Joel Rosa?
Yeah.
Usted Joel Rosa?
Yeah.
Sí?
¿Es usted? Yes.
Let's see what we got. Who's the electronic case? Oh, there is no case number?
Yeah, there is. It's
What's he on the docket for?
A pretrial release. We call it the second look docket, where a bond was set in this case over the weekend. I don't know his bond amount, but pretrial usually puts non-violent offenses. Maybe the judge could have a second look at it and determine, reconsider release conditions. Maybe Ms. Patrice.
He automatically qualifies for review. Your Honor, what I can tell you is he came through over the weekend. His bonds were kept. He came through over the weekend, and his bonds were kept at the convenience bond amounts.
Usted vino el fin de semana y su fianza fue mantenida en los siguientes montos.
His total bond's $4,000.
El monto total de la fianza son $4,000.
Considering that this is apparently his second DUI,
considerando que aparentemente este es el segundo cargo de DUI,
that his breath test results were .205203,
que los resultados del aliento suyo fueron .205 y .203
and that this allegedly involved a crash.
y que presuntamente esto tuvo que ver con un choque.
I believe $4,000 is a very reasonable bond.
Creo que $4,000 es un monto de fianza muy razonable, argumenta el fiscal.
And I don't believe he'd be a good candidate for pretrial release.
Y no creo que sería buen candidato para libertad provisional. Se presenta objeción.
Our jails are full with many people with misdemeanor offenses. Pretrial release could be an option if he could. The bonds has set right now. If he could have afforded it, he would have bonded out.
Si él pudiese haberse pagado la fianza, hubiera salido bajo fianza. La razón por la cual no se recomendó que este acusado saliera bajo libertad provisional el sábado fue porque no pudimos confirmar información.
May I just ask, may I inquire of the defendant, Judge, just on the address issue?
Puedo interrogar al acusado, pregunta la defensa al juez y dice que sí, el señor juez.
Sir, prior to your incarceration,
señor, previo a su encarcelamiento,
where did you reside?
¿Dónde residía usted?
En Hollywood.
En Hollywood.
What's the address?
¿Cuál es la dirección?
555 South Luna Cove.
Señor Rosa, ¿puede hablar un poco más alto o prender el micrófono?
555
555
South Luna Cove.
South Luna Court.
What's the zip code?
¿Cuál es el código postal allí?
33021.
33021.
And who lives there with you?
¿Y quién vive allí con usted?
La esposa mía.
My wife.
Am I correct in saying that your family can't afford that bond at this time, $4,000?
¿Estoy yo en lo cierto al decir de que su familia no se puede costear el pago de esa fianza de $4,000?
Sí.
Yes.
Judge, I would ask pre-trial pending verification of his address. Do you have a phone number for your wife?
Quedando pendiente verificación de su dirección. ¿Tiene número de teléfono para su esposa?
No, yo no lo tengo.
No, I do not have it.
Your Honor.
Where do you have the number? Is the number in your property?
¿Dónde tiene el número? ¿Está el número entre sus efectos personales?
102, el apartamento.
102 is the apartment number.
Your Honor, the state's concern is not Mr. Rosa fleeing or not appearing in court. The state's concern is the danger he poses to the community. Also, I would note, according to the report, he was driving on a suspended license when this happened. And I don't believe having him check in once a week with the pretrial release worker necessarily will alleviate the danger he poses to the rest of the community if he's to get behind the wheel under the influence of alcohol.
Just briefly, pretrial release does have a monitor called the TAD monitor, where they monitor alcohol use. I think the issue here is clearly alcohol and his alcohol use. The court can't order that monitor, pretrial release, can't put that monitor on him and monitor if he's drinking or not. I mean, they could inform strict schedule. He goes to work, just comes home, not to drive or operate a motor vehicle.
Él sabe que no debe manejar ni operar un vehículo de motor.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. Judge, will the Spanish interpreter make an announcement? There may be other people that need these services to the Spanish interpreter. Does anybody at the jails need a Spanish interpreter?
¿Alguien en la cárcel necesita la intérprete de español? ¿Alguien que no hable inglés?
North Broward, Conti, Maine.
There you go.
¿Hay alguien que necesita intérprete de español?
No takers at the main.
Conti, Paul Ryan.
You did Conti. Paul Ryan. Anybody need a Spanish?
Paul Ryan, no, Your Honor, I only have one that speaks English.
No, Your Honor.
North Broward?
Spanish interpreter there.
No for North Broward.
Docket. Nobody there. All right.
No
good.
for content.
Muchas gracias.
De nada.
Just denied the motion.
All right.
He's
Danielle
back to division.
Hudak.
Judge, she declined the services of the public defender.
Hudak, you want me to appoint the office of the public defender to represent you?
He's talking to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you.
Oh,
Your bond
no,
is
Your Honor.
set.
Your Honor, she stated she doesn't want the public defender's office to represent her.
Are you sure about that, Ms. Hudak?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bonded, Judge.
She did bond?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll find probable cause for DUI impaired and DUI blood alcohol over 15, I believe, right, State?
0.15, yes, Judge.
And bond is set in the amount of 1,000 and 1,000. Good luck to you, Ms. Hudak. Does she get a date, or do we have to give it to her?
If the state files, she'll get a date.
Right. Julius James Jerko.
That's it, ma'am. Come have a seat.
Julius James Girco. Jericho.
Yes.
That's you.
Yes, sir.
What do we have? We have trespass. Your bond is $25.
The dude, the manager at 7-Eleven told me that I was.
Don't talk about the case. Any argument on probable cause, Ms. Miller?
No, Judge, I review the probable cause affidavit. I'm not making any arguments as to probable cause, but I would defer to Ms. Miller to see what he wants to do, maybe if he wants to resolve it or not.
Your Honor, just checking.
Your Honor, he would like to resolve the case.
This is his. One moment, Judge. I'm just counting all these up here. Okay. Since April 10th, this would be his 6th trespassing arrest. His last one was June 26th at the same location where he got time served. I'd make him the same 20-day offer. I think the owners of this business deserve a little time to not have to deal with Mr. Grieco at their business.
Raise your right hand.
Raise your right hand.
You swear affirm testimony about to give us the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Julius James Grieco.
Spell your last name for me.
Grieco.
You want to plead and get adjudicated in time served by me?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to order you as part of the plea not to go back to the 7-Eleven at 2391 North Dixie Highway, Pompano Beach, Florida. Take a good look at my face. Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
If you will violate my order, I'm going to give you 6 months in the Broward County Jail for contempt of court.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I will not go back to that 7-Eleven, sir. Yes, sir.
You pleading freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way?
No, sir.
Plead no contest to trespass.
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your no contest plea in case number. Adjudication and time served. Good luck to you, Mr. Grieco. Do not go back to that place.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Well, I understand it today, but you cannot understand that a week from today.
Outside, Mr. Grieco.
Rebecca
Outside.
Smith Quadra.
She posted her bond, Judge.
He bonded out.
Yep.
I need to sign this, Madam Clerk. All right, we gotta get going here. Jeremiah Daniel Novak.
Novak.
Yes, sir.
Your name is?
Jeremiah.
Your whole name?
Jeremiah Daniel Novak.
Tell me about Mr. Novak. State.
Your Honor, his last arrest was August 12, 2014. That was for a theft. I guess my issue in this instance, it's one thing if it's a trespass at a convenience store or business. This is at someone's private property, Your Honor. I've not had an opportunity to have contact with Mr. Potter, so I can't give you any input he has as far as if there was to be a plea offer today.
All right. Can he make $25 bond?
Your Honor, he's unable to make the $25 bond. We're asking if the court would consider RORing him. It just seemed like he was a resident of the home where he was trespassed from. And so there is some sort of relationship that does exist there. There's no sort of violence that is indicated in the police report on his behalf. So we are asking the court would consider RORing him versus letting him sit in jail.
I guess the issue is, it's one thing to come pick up your property, but when you're told to leave and then you come back and you're passed out on the front lawn.
Where do you live there, Mr. Novak?
With my mother, 5950 Northwest 41st Terrace.
I didn't understand a word you said.
5950 Northwest 41st Terrace.
Mr. Novak, you're not under the influence of
North
any
Lauderdale.
alcohol right now, are you?
No, sir.
Sure sound like it. All right, does he get a date today?
Yeah. That's...
Yeah, he's not, PTR won't take him, right? All right, I'll put ROR and PTR. You're gonna be on pre-trial release. Good luck to you, Mr.
Do you have a phone number? Who do you reside there with? The only reason I'm asking is because I want to make it easier for pre-trial release to contact.
You have your mom's number?
And
5950.
954.
954. 235.
235. What's that?
3625.
3625.
And
What's your address, sir? Can you say it slow?
5950 Northwest 41st Terrace.
41st or 21st?
41st Terrace.
Is that a house or apartment?
House or apartment?
House.
What city?
North Lauderdale.
Thank you.
And, Your Honor, even though he's already been trespassed, as just a release condition in this case, if you could advise Mr. Novak not to return to that home.
You understand that, Mr. Novak? I'm ordering you not to return to that home. If you do, I'm going to give you 6 months in the Broward County Jail for contempt of court.
Okay.
You can't even go get your property, okay?
Thank you, Judge. What's it?
Cedric Lamont Brunson.
North Broward.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Any argument on probable cause?
I don't have any argument as to probable cause. Judge, may I just briefly inquire?
Sure.
Sir, you have every right to go to trial in your case. You also have the right, if you want, to resolve your case. Can you afford a $100 bond at this time?
I would like to resolve the case. I can't afford a bond.
Judge, will the court consider time served? He's been medically reset for the last 2 days. And the charges are of a non-violent nature.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm not the judge. I'm asking the judge. I'm representing you, and I'm asking the court to time serve you.
I'm just checking, Your Honor. I think this, my opinion, I can't make an offer this time. He just resolved the case at a Judge Lorenz division literally 2 weeks, about a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. I think this case should be going to Judge Lorenz division because part of the resolution of the last case was that he be.
I'm from Dade County. I'm from Dade County. You know, I had a great 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get back to Dade County and never come back to this town again. You know, I'm sick of it. You know, everybody's sick of it. You know, trespassing and mental health and taking medication and flocka and this and that. You know, I'm just asking Your Honor, can I please resolve this case? I'm a mental health patient. You know, if I have to go to Judge Lonoran, I'll appreciate it. I'm just asking, can I please resolve this case, Your Honor, and get back down to Dade County to my family, and, you know, I won't cross this line again, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I can also tell you as part of the last case, Judge Lonoran signed a Baker Act order in June 11th of last month. I just think, I mean, obviously the court can... The state is, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I won't come back. If you resolve this case today, I would never come back across this line. I'm from Dade County. I'm tired of it, Your Honor. I don't want to be here. I came up because I'm homeless, you know, and I'm trying to find help, but apparently there's no help for me here. You know, I'm from Dade. I just want to get back to Dade.
The bond's $100, and we'll try to get you in front of Judge.
I'm a mental health patient. Can you send me to Judge Lonoran?
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Judge, put the court to a mental health screen.
I mean, I don't care. Forget Broward County. I'm from Dade.
Mental health screen.
I don't care about Broward.
Mental health screen.
Damn Broward County. You know, damn it.
That's what
I'll never be back. No, damn it. Damn it. You suck.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, good luck to you, too.
Kay Williams.
Main jail? Main jail, Your Honor.
You're Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got any argument on probable cause defense? I'll find probable cause for possession of marijuana in a misdemeanor amount. The 2 violation of probation cases that the case law says I can't touch them. What judge is that?
It is Judge Siegel.
All right, you'll be going to Judge Siegel on your 2 violation of probation or community control cases.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, Mr. Williams. Robert Michael Martin.
He's approaching, Your Honor. And for the record, he declined the services of the public defender.
Mr. Martin, do you want a public defender? Ms. Martin?
No, sir.
All right. Any argument on probable cause, Mr. Martin?
No, sir.
Public University. Two cans of Steel Reserve beer down his pants. 1096, published wishes to prosecute. I find probable cause. You sure you don't want the services of the public defender there, Mr. Martin?
No, I don't need the services. I did it.
The bond set in the amount of $750. Good luck to you, Mr. Martin.
Thank you.
Michael David Walters.
He bonded.
All right, Judge Porter. Stephen Babici. Sir, your name is?
Stephen Babici.
You have a violation of probation. It's a no bond hold. Your judge is Andy Siegel. Good luck to you, Mr. Babici. You'll be brought before Judge Siegel.
Leave it on first.
Stephen Dever Nettleford. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with possession of PVP with the intent, and you also have a violation of probation. Judge
Destry, Your Honor.
Matthew Destry. Any argument on probable cause on the possession case?
No, Judge.
All right. Bond is set at $1,000. Good luck to you, Mr. Nettleford. You got no bond hold before Judge Destry. That's what you need to take care of first.
All right.
Jeffrey Hayes.
No problem, Your Honor.
I'm checking. This is gonna.
Jeffrey Hayes. Are you Jeffrey Hayes?
So I have to do.
Yes,
search
sir.
on him.
I got a lot of paperwork here, which I cannot make heads or tails of. Why are we here? Oh, here we go.
It's been med reset a few days. That might be it. Jeffrey Hayes. He's been reset since like the 4th.
Oh, he went into a vehicle because he said he was down on any argument on probable cause.
Judge, I remember reading this. I don't have the probable cause affidavit in front of me, but at the time I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I read it. The probable cause affidavit, and I do find that the facts contained therein are sufficient for probable cause.
Judge,
why is there no bond set?
Judge, if it wouldn't be a convenience, but it is bond eligible.
It's just the new bond schedule. It's to be held till his first appearance.
Judge, may I just briefly inquire as to his ties to the community? Okay. Sir, prior to your incarceration, where were you residing?
I was residing in Tennessee, Clarksville, Tennessee.
Do you have any? Do you have an address here, family or friends here in Fort Lauderdale?
I do. I have 5 half brothers and 1 full brother.
And where do they live?
Some live in Melrose. I got one that lives in Pompano Beach, and
do you have notes on him?
Around the city.
Can you stay with your brother in Pompano Beach?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Prior to your incarceration, were you working?
No, sir. I'm disabled, and I get disability. I left my wife in Tennessee 20 days ago. She's an alcoholic. I left her last year, and I come down here to try to start a new life. I grew up down here in the 60s in the Rock Island, Oakland Park area.
Okay. Who's going to help bond you out? I mean, if the judge were to set a bond in your case, who would help bond you out? You got any family members that are going to put money together to get you out?
All my family members have kids, and they don't have a whole lot of money, sir. If I could get out or get on probation or something for
we can't resolve your case today, but I'm trying to see if we could get you out without posting a monetary bond. But I mean, do you have an address for your brother in Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach?
I have the address. I have the street, but I don't have the number. It's 19th Street in Pompano Beach, Florida.
You got his phone number?
It's in my wallet, in my property. I know. I'm thinking it's 954-754-1635. I'm thinking that's the number. I'm not good with remembering numbers, but all my numbers and things are in my wallet, and everything is locked up in the, I think the Fort Lauderdale jail is where they took me at. I think somewhere downtown. I'm not sure. That's where all my numbers and stuff are in my wallet. I don't have my property or nothing.
So he has one now?
Violating an order of protection. Previously, that the 2014 domestic assault, an aggravated assault, 4 counts and 2 counts of violating a no contact order in 2014.
Your Honor, I would just be asking for a based on his prior record, $5,000 bond on count 1. I'm not going to ask for any bond on count 2.
Judge, I would ask the court to allow him in order to have access to his phone contacts and property, so he can at least contact family members. I would ask, based on his being disabled and not having any means to bond out, I would ask the court to do pretrial release pending him getting in contact with his family, and maybe he could give that information of pretrial, and they can verify his address, his brother's.
Amount of $1,000 plus pretrial release with an Elmo. And if you do a short order, I'll recommend that you make a phone call to his family. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was with or without.
Rodney Davis. Rodney Davis.
I don't have this.
Rodney Davis.
Yeah.
That's a medical reset,
He's in
Your Honor.
North Broward.
Your Honor, I would ask if possible, in pursuant to Florida statute, he need not be present for the court to find probable cause. I would just ask that the court can make a PC determination. I can move my paperwork along. I have no objection to him being reset for bond purposes, though.
I prefer him being. Is there a bond set right now for $1,000? I mean, the court can find probable cause without him being here, but just to get to tax. I prefer him being here.
Sorry. I'm not doing it without defense being agreed to. Reset it for medical. I don't know. Does anybody over at the jail know his medical condition? North Broward. Rodney Davis.
Yes, Your Honor.
What are we talking about with regard to Mr. Davis's reset? What's wrong?
They just, when I called there to have him brought down, they just said, no, he's a medical reset, so he's probably detoxing.
All right, tomorrow then.
Tell Jules I passed the paperwork along so I can't wait anymore.
Darius Lamar Quinn.
Main jail?
Your name is?
Darius Lamar Quinn.
The argument on probable cause. Do find that there's probable cause for aggravated assault with a weapon, a knife. What's the state's position?
Your Honor, just one moment. I'm just looking at his prior record. Your Honor, based on his prior record, I'm going to be asking for a $15,000 bond and no victim contact. His record includes 2013 dealing in stolen property with the VOP, 2013 grand theft auto with the VOP, possession of stolen credit cards 2012, unlawful use of false name ID 2011, loitering and prowling 2011, theft 2010, possession of firearm or ammunition by a convicted felon 2010, grand theft 2010. Your Honor, it keeps going. He's had a total of 27 prior cases in Broward.
Defense.
Your Honor, we're asking if the court will consider setting a bond amount of $1,000. The only person that he has here that may be financially able to afford a bond is his sister. Both his mom and dad are both deceased. He was currently not working. He's been in South Florida all of his life. He does have 2 children who also live in South Florida. He's suffering from a number of medical conditions at this time that are prohibiting him from working. And he recently suffered from a stroke. So due to these illnesses and the lack of financial means, we are asking if the court would consider a $1,000 bond on this case.
It's a bonding amount of $5,000 with pretrial release and an electronic monitor. No contact whatsoever with the victim, with the alleged victim. Good luck to you, Mr. Quinn.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please, sir.
Kai Dang.
I passed the bond.
K-H-A-I, Dang.
This along too.
He's on medical loan.
All right, reset
Just
for
let you know
tomorrow.
I'm passing that one along too.
Milton Carl Thomas.
Milton Thomas.
North Broward.
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Thomas is being represented by Steve Melnick. He couldn't make it here this afternoon, but I went over everything with Mr. Melnick. Mr. Thomas, first off, has already been arraigned on these charges, and this is a refile. What happened was the state had to file a new information that contained Mr. Thomas and his 3 co-defendants on it. I can tell you that he's already been ordered previously, held no bond on count, well, I guess what's in front of you, count 3. And count 4, a bond was previously set at $50,000. Both Mr. Melnick and I are in agreement that at this time, he should be held no bond on count 3, and count 4 should be $50,000. And any further motion for a bond modification should be made in front of the assigned judge, who is now Judge Bidwell.
Count 3 is no
Your
bond.
Your Honor. Your
Don't
Honor,
say
may I
anything.
speak?
Don't say anything. Do not say anything. If you say anything, it's just going to incriminate. Get in touch with your lawyer, Mr. Melnick. All right?
And, Your Honor, I can tell you Mr. Melnick's aware of the situation. Mr. Thomas is scheduled to see Judge Bidwell next week.
All right. No bond on count 3, 50,000 count 4. No contact with the alleged victims in the case as a witness. Michael Wilson.
Main jail.
Robbery by sudden snatching, and any argument on probable cause?
False.
Your Honor, for, if I may?
Yes.
As to the probable cause, I'd argue as to count 3, the tampering in a 3rd-degree felony proceeding.
I was going to ask the state, where's the facts for that?
Your Honor, the tampering is, one moment, that while he was trying to call 911, it's really that he, and it's tampering with or preventing a witness or victim from calling 911, Your Honor. And the allegation is when he took the cell phone from him in the process of calling 911, it prevented him from contacting and reaching 911.
Your Honor, I'd argue that what they're charging him with is tampering in a 3rd-degree felony. Preventing a call from 911 is not a 3rd-degree felony offense, and so therefore there's no PC as to this count of a 2nd-degree felony.
And, Your Honor, I have no objection if the court finds probable cause for the lesser, I believe, included, which is preventing a witness or victim from calling 911. I have no objection to that, but that is what, it is unlawful to do that, and that is what the facts are. I'm sorry?
Is it a misdemeanor?
1 moment, Your Honor.
I apologize. I thought it was the misdemeanor. I didn't see that he changed it to a 3rd-degree felony.
Yeah, it's definitely not tampering.
It's not. It's not.
What? If I could just have 1 moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, I don't have anything at this time to indicate that it should be considered a felony, Your Honor. So I'm fine with the court setting bond in consideration of a misdemeanor allegation for count 3.
Okay.
Your Honor, as for the robbery by sudden snatching, I just don't see facts that indicate that. I mean, it says that he snatched his phone, but there's no other facts that show that there was an actual robbery that took place besides the snatching of the phone. It's not clear whether the phone was given back to him or whether the phone was given to my client after this. There's no facts to support the actual robbery besides taking the phone and hanging up on 911.
Your Honor, considering the allegation that the officer located the phone by doing a search of the defendant's person, I think it's reasonable to conclude he did not give the phone back.
And as to the 4 corners of the document, Your Honor, we're making inferences as to what may have happened, and it's not actually in the probable cause affidavit.
Yeah, it is.
I do find the facts contained within the 4 corners of the probable cause affidavit are sufficient for robbery with sudden snatching, resisting without, and not letting someone dial 911. What's the state's position on bond?
Your Honor, I would be asking for a $1,500 bond on count 1, the $100 bond on count 2 and a $100 bond on count 3, and no victim contact.
Defense.
Your Honor, this is his first arrest. We're asking if the court would consider releasing him to pretrial release. It does seem like it was a domestic incident. He's been here in South Florida for the last 12 years. He's a general manager at McDonald's, and he's held this position for the last 8 years. He does have someone that may be able to afford a bond, but what the bond amount that the state's requesting would be a bit high. He lives alone here in Wilton Manors. He's never missed court, obviously. He has no priors. So we're asking if the court would either consider RORing him or releasing him to pretrial release.
He's got, according to Madam Pretrial Release, arrest in Massachusetts for assault and intimidating a witness. And it said bond the amount of $1,000.
Your Honor, if I may, as to those charges, he was never convicted of anything on those charges. Those offenses were dropped.
Understood. $1,000. Pretrial release with an Elmo. No contact with the victim until further court notice.
Judge, ROR on count 3?
ROR and ROR counts 2 and 3.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Jude, Peter, yes. Correct. Elmo.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I can get it wrong.
Jude, Peter, Kazoo. Is that you?
Kazoo here.
Did I
Yes,
pronounce
sir.
that right?
Kazoo.
Kazoo. Any argument on probable cause?
No.
All right, I find probable cause of driving while license suspend the habitual state.
Your Honor,
His bond is set at $750.
I'm fine with that, Judge.
Your Honor, he's indicated that he hasn't been able to make contact with anyone on the outside to bond him out. We're asking the court will consider releasing him on his own recognizance. He's never missed court before. He has 5 children, all live in South Florida. He's been in South Florida for the last 25 years. All of his family is here. He will return to court if the charges are filed and he is called upon. So we're asking the court for this driving consent would consider that.
Your Honor,
Kazoo.
He posted?
Jude Kazoo bonded according to confinement.
Kazoo, did you bond already?
I don't know. I ain't talking to nobody. I guess somebody must have bombed me out.
Judge, can we just have a moment to just verify that?
Have a seat. We'll call you right back. Just
gonna check.
Verify that's been done, all right?
Thank you.
Well, first of all, he has his
Clyde Edward Goylo.
He's approaching, Your Honor, and he declined the services of the Office of the Public Defender.
Mr. Goylo, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. You're charged with possession of heroin and attached a registration license plate that's not signed. Any argument on probable cause?
I had one thing,
Right. Any argument on probable cause on Mr.
No,
he said he would take.
No, I just saw that, but earlier they told me he refused, and I didn't. Can I just have a brief moment to review the probable cause to see if there's...
In the meantime, it is...
Pretrial release, do you have any information that Mr. Golio bond was posted?
That would be confinement status.
I'm sorry. Confinement status, do you have any?
Talking about Mr. Kazoo?
No, for Mr. Golio, he indicated
let's
someone
get back
told
to
him
Mr. Kazoo. We have in fact verified that his bond was posted.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Goylo, any indication of that? Not appear.
Patrice, were you guys able to verify him? I know, but I understand, but I guess what I'm saying is if they're willing to take him...
they're on Golio.
If they want to take him, I'm fine with it. I'm pre-trial.
Pre-trial?
If they want to. I mean, I don't know if they've interviewed him.
Does he qualify for pre-trial? Does he have any priors?
He has a DUI, Your Honor. Usually what in this situation, if the court's inclined to send him to pretrial, it'll just be required that they have to pending verification of an address. Okay.
He posted bond too. Good luck to you, Mr. Goylo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, is that it?
No, now we got the second.
Can I
post the bond? So what do I do now?
Wait to be released.
Oh, hey, I'm not here tomorrow, so it's fine with me.
Appreciate it. Because I really got to do detentions and I got to try.
Your Honor, I can tell you right now, I can run through the felonies real quick and tell you on the 30-day motions which ones haven't been filed and who can be ROR.
No, I forgot. Those you have to do. That's, which docket is that?
It's,
what's the first?
Kevin Butts.
Butts has not been filed. He can be ROR'd.
All right, I see it. Bradshaw. Oh, wait a minute. This docket is a little discombobulated.
Yeah, it goes
because I'm going by what's outside. You can. I don't want to live here, and I don't want to live here. Not because of the company, but because of Leroy Tyler.
Okay, Your Honor. Basically, the reason Mr. Tyler's on the docket, his 2 felony cases, they were VOPs that have been resolved. So the only thing holding him is actually a misdemeanor DWLS.
Okay.
Actually, I have no objection since it appears at least on one of his cases, his probation was reinstated. I have no objection.
Correct.
I have no objection to an ROR since he's going to be supervised by probation on his felony case.
What's the case number?
It is 15-19182 TC10A.
ROR him on that case, and his other cases have been resolved. Good luck to you, Mr. Tyler.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
On the misdemeanor, yeah.
Antonique Jones.
No,
that's at North
it's not.
Broward.
Antonique Jones? Is that you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why are we here? State Defense?
Judge, the reason we're here is second look on the misdemeanor, and then we're also asking for us. It seems like there's a second look on the on her felony too. She has.
Yeah, when someone has 2 cases, they automatically put both of them on. She was arrested on the felony for violation of pretrial, and I think she's been ROR'd on that. She's only being held on the misdemeanor counts, Your Honor. And, Your Honor, it appears that she's scheduled to see Judge Gottlieb tomorrow morning, according to Odyssey. I would ask that she be allowed to see Judge Gottlieb. I think it's preferable to let the assigned judge deal with it. If
this is the only, is this the only case?
This is the only thing holding her.
I would just.
She's scheduled to see.
I know, but another day in jail for her. I mean, when being locked up for 24 days. I would ask if she's ROR'd in one case, and the misdemeanor is the only thing holding her. Just give her notice. I would ask the court to ROR her on this case and inform her that she has to be in court tomorrow.
Your Honor, I think.
I really don't want to get in Judge Gottlieb's way. I am ordering her to be put on Judge Gottlieb's docket tomorrow morning. What time does he start?
Her hearing is scheduled for 9 a.m., Judge.
You're going to be in front of Judge Gottlieb 9 a.m. tomorrow. I'm hereby ordering that. Kevin Butts.
Your Honor, when they bring him up, we have not filed information. He is entitled to an ROR.
Tevin Butts.
And frankly, if they didn't bring him, Your Honor, I have no objection to the court signing an order. I'm sure the PD will waive his.
Tevin Butts. Sylvester Ross.
He's at Conti.
Not yet, sir.
Mr. Ross.
Your Honor, we've not yet filed an information. We're past the 33rd day. He's entitled to release.
He's entitled to release?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Ross, you're going to be released, but you're going to get notice of court appearance if the state files a charge. You understand? And if they do, you got to come back to court.
Right here.
Hey, sir.
Yes, Mr. Ross.
What about my other bond that y'all revoked it? Would I get my bond back? Because I already out on bond.
No, he'll be held. If he had his bond revoked in another case, he's going to be held on that.
Y'all the one that revoked it, sir.
I didn't revoke it. Talk to your public defender about that.
I don't have a public defender, sir.
You do now. I'm appointing the office of the public defender represents you provisionally.
He doesn't have an attorney on his other cases?
Of course he does. You guys filed a motion. That's why he's here today.
No, on his other cases. On his other cases where his bond was.
If you've been assigned on this one, then you guys will get on the other one. I don't know, but
I have
we're not here on those cases.
regional counselor, sir.
Okay, so you do have, he has regional counsel on the other cases.
All right. Douglas Bradshaw.
He's entitled to an ROR, Your Honor. We've not filed an information.
Bradshaw is in North Broward.
North Broward, he's entitled to an ROR.
Yes, sir.
Douglas Bradshaw, ROR. Esther Edison.
Paul Ryan.
She's entitled to an ROR, Your Honor. We've not filed an information.
Ma'am, your name is? Can I get your name, please?
The mic's not on.
Your name?
There you go.
Esther Edison.
Your ROR. Good luck to you, Miss Edison. But you're gonna get
Thank you, sir.
If they file the charges, you're gonna get paperwork. You're gonna have to come back.
Yes,
to
sir.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Gregory Roberts.
This is actually a second look on a felony, Your Honor.
Conti, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
What's going on?
This is a second look on a felony, Your Honor. It's a. He came in over the weekend. Judge Robinson set the bond of the burglary at $7,500. ROR'd him on the theft. If you'd like, Your Honor, I could print out very quickly the PC affidavit if you want to see it. What the allegations were.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, prior to incarceration, where were you living?
I was living with my girlfriend.
Okay, and what city did you live in?
That's in Pompano.
How long you been arrested? How long have you been residing in Pompano Beach?
For 6 months now.
How long have you been living in South Florida?
My whole life.
Were you working prior to your incarceration?
Yes, I had just got a job. I'm self-employed, and I got a big electrical job with Dinosaur Tires.
Okay. Do you have any family or friends to help you bond out?
Not really. I mean, not at that number. They couldn't bond me out at $7,500.
How much could they afford?
$1,000 would be an amazing bond for me.
And whenever the court is ready, I have additional information.
Judge, I understand the court's reviewing the probable cause affidavit, but it seems that $1,000 is the maximum amount he can afford. He seemed, just based on what he's saying, he has a job, he's gainfully employed. I just hate to see him lose everything, just remaining in custody, unable to post bond. He is presumed innocent of these charges, and I would just hate to see him lose everything.
Thank you. My truck was towed. I don't want to lose my license. I don't want to lose the job I just got.
Your Honor, I believe, in addition to the allegations, part of the reason Judge Robinson set his bond at $7,500, I'm reviewing his prior Broward record. 2010, possession of marijuana. 2008, tampering with evidence, resisting without violence and DUI. 06, disorderly intoxication. 03, tampering with a witness or a victim. He violated his probation. And 2003, 2 counts of burglary of a conveyance. 2 counts of grand theft. He violated his probation in that case also.
Yeah, I was 16 years old.
All right, I'll reduce the bond to $5,000. Good luck to you, Mr. Roberts.
And
real quickly over the other docket, Antonique Jones. We did?
yes, you are I think,
Andrew Penna.
I think that's the only case that's left.
County facility, Your Honor. What's
Andrew
up?
Penna. That's you?
This is a second look, Judge.
It says 5 days.
Yeah, he's been in 5 days on a theft. I'm just checking to see.
Sir, what's your bond amount?
I don't know. 250.
You got anybody to help bond you out?
I probably can if I get a hold of a phone.
Where you
if I call somebody.
Where do you reside?
Shit, I resign here, sir.
Your Honor.
But my phone call, we back in Texas.
Your Honor, just to give you, I'm looking at Judge Hurley's findings when he raised the bond to 250. It looks like Mr. Pena has limited ties to the community. He has priors out of Texas also. They include, one moment.
Judge, would the court sign an order to allow him access to
I didn't
his
know they called
property?
all that.
I recommend that he be given access to a phone to make phone calls.
Priors out of Texas for theft, DUI, DWS, possession of marijuana.
I'll leave his bond the same, but I'll recommend that he make phone calls. Leroy Tyler.
We handled, Your Honor, I think we handled everything on the docket. We're
All right, works for me. I gotta go do my own stuff now.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you. You got the order? You're working.